After Squid Game, another Korean drama has taken over Netflix. After officially crossing Squid Game in popularity, Hellbound is now a hot topic among viewers.
이상한 뭐가 나타나서 너는 언제 죽는다 예언이라고.
After its release on November 9, 2021, this dark fantasy show has made its way into the top 10 shows on Netflix. That's why Cine Visit has brought to you this video in which we will discuss every possible reason behind its popularity. So beware of spoilers and let's get down to business. But before starting, subscribe to Cine Visit and hit the bell icon so you will be notified of new arrivals. Korean films and series have one thing in common, which is a huge amount of non-stop suspense and thrill. The same thing can be observed in Squid Game and their other shows, but unlike them, Hellbound is far more complex and it is offering something different. And what is that thing? To know this, we have to go into its storyline. Hellbound is a new series, came straight from Korea. Just within one day of its release, this show with only 6 episodes is impressively creating its fan following. Directed and written by Yong Sang-woo, this dark fantasy drama is not like your typical or regular show. But here, at Cine Visit, we will tell you in a very simple way. The series started with a man sitting in a coffee shop. Suddenly out of nowhere, 3 demons appeared and assault that man. After killing him, they take his soul and leave. After the incident, Detective Jin Kyung arrives at the scene and started his investigation. Soon he finds out about a cult group and its leader Jung Jin-soo. This group, the New Truth, claims that these deaths by demon are God's work and it is divine justice. Detective Kyung meets with his cult leader and came to know his fanatic ideas. The leader preaches his ideology that sinners are prophesied by an angel who told sinners their time of death. At the correct time, demons appear and drag the person to hell. The first 3 episodes are focused on detective and cult leader and their fates.
사람들이 경고하는 본보기 뭐 이런 개념인가 본데.
형사님들께서 수사를 다 하시네요.
그럼 우리가 아까 본 그 괴물 같은 게 신의 계시라고?
In the other 3 episodes, the entire focus is shifted to Min Hae-jin, a lord committed to ending the cult group, the New Truth. She got a chance with a newborn baby received a decree of being a sinner. So things got escalated when demons appeared to kill the baby, but parents of that baby sacrificed their souls to save their child. The season ends with the surviving Min Hae-jin and the child, and there is a resurrection of a girl who was sent to hell in episode 3. Thus the season ends with a perfect cliffhanger. Now you know the story of Hellbound, let's analyze it thoroughly. First of all, the overall theme of this show is very dark and twisted. Yong Sang-woo addresses 3 main subjects of this show, which are the man with all his flaws, his belief system, and his perception of God. The psychological treatment of each subject displays a fragile nature of humans in times of such crisis.
Child of So-yeon Song. In 3 days' time, at 9:30 p.m.
The morality and character of Detective Jin is an example of that scenario. He's an honest and incorruptible man but broke all his rules to save his daughter. This shows how a person can defy all his principles and belief system to save his loved ones. Then there is the charming cult leader who has a strange ideology about God and damnation. According to him, all men must live a pious life and we must not commit any sin to avoid God's wrath.
만약에 진짜로 나타난다면.
Ironically, he and his group are committing all sins to stop people from doing it. It is a complex but yet very truthful situation. The first 3 episodes are all about human behavior and his perception for the divine justice of God. Jong Jin, the cult leader, wants to save humankind by stopping them from committing any sins. He has this sense of self-righteousness and hence he used all means to achieve that. But doing so, he is contradicting his own belief system about right and wrong.
사람의 자율성이 만든 법 체계가 정말 정의롭다고 생각하세요?
On the other hand, Detective Jin doesn't give any thought to God and his divine justice. Instead, he cares all about morality and principles, but he also betrays his principles and becomes corruptible to save his daughter.
My daughter received the decree too. Out of nowhere, she said she wanted to see the ocean.
Therefore, these two men have very different ideas about right and wrong, but in the end, both betray the very cause they are standing for. This beautiful conflict between human morality and principles is shown in the first half of this season. In the other 3 episodes, the director takes the rather positive approach and portrays humans as heroes. The character of Min Ha-jin is personification of that approach.
원포가 세상 사람들을 죄에서부터 해방시킬 거예요.
She didn't give any damn about divine justice and stood against the whole group to save the child. Her instincts and love for human life save the child, and even demons can't hurt the child. By showing this character, the director implies that only love and sympathy for each other can save us from any danger. This season is very complex due to the ideas it shows in it. It shows how different opinions, different approaches to the same goal can result in madness. Factors like damnation, sins, morality, and mass frenzy are all discussed here in different situations. Hellbound is a season that has a deep and complex meaning of human life, but all this complexity is shown in a very artistic and beautiful way. So, it is a binge-worthy show and you must give it a try.
새로운 세상에 오신 여러분 환영합니다.
Now you have a deep analysis about this show. If you still have some questions, ask Cinevisit in the comment section. Like and subscribe Cinevisit because it is all about cinema.